Coming up on One Central Florida. They like to go fast, and you won't believe how this team of women drivers get their fix.
Jet cars are definitely my drug of choice, man. I love the sound of them, and I love the intimidation factor.
Then, on guard, a Central Florida teen finds her joy in a classic form of competition.
I thought it was really cool. It looked like it had a bunch of technique in it, and also I kind of like that you got to stab people for a sport.
Plus, farming in the city of Orlando. This pilot program may change the way food is grown in this country and around the world. And dogs and UCF students come together in a monthly event to benefit both species. All that and more on this edition of One Central Florida. They call themselves the fastest girls in town. The Larson Motorsports Jet Car Drivers.
Jet cars are definitely my drug of choice, man. I love them. I love the feel, I love the sound of them, and I love the intimidation factor.
Based in Palm Bay, Larson Motorsports had humble beginnings.
When we started this, we were a small mom and pop operation with a big Tim the Tool Time shop right beside our house. And now we've grown to this multi-car team with all of these different crew chiefs, with all of these wheels that are ever turning.
There was never a plan for it to get to the scale that it is today. Certainly now we have a plan, a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan, all these things that we want to do. But was getting to this, whatever this thing is that we're surrounded by, was that all part of a plan? Not originally at all.
Larson Motorsports is now running 5 jet car teams.
When we decided to look for new drivers, we put the job application out. And there was a lot of guys that interviewed for the position, but the ladies, man, the ladies came on full force. The ladies did everything right, and every single one of them impressed me, and they were the first to get the jobs.
I saw Lelaine run at my home track when I was really little. She was actually the first jet car I ever saw run. Once I saw her make the first pass down the track, I knew it was something that I wanted to do. It's definitely exciting to go almost 300 miles an hour in this car. There's really nothing else you can compare it to because it's so unique. Right off the starting line, it's about 5 Gs, and it pushes you back in the seat all the way to the finish line where you reach negative 7 Gs, and it tries to throw you right out of the car once the parachute's hit.
When she's not driving, Kat is a student at University of South Florida. Fellow driver Dawn Purdue is a pediatric nurse.
People laugh when we tell people when we drive big 300-mile-per-hour jets, they're like, get out of here. They're like, oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. The experience to go down the track 300 miles per hour is pretty much unbelievable. It'll take your breath away. It's pretty intense, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad.
But those thrills come with major risks.
The worst time I crashed, I hit a wall at 280 miles an hour, and that was life-changing. I did walk away limping. I ended up with a cracked ankle, cracked ribs, a head injury that put me in the hospital for quite a few weeks, a subdural hematoma, so now I have titanium plates and screws in my head.
But that brush with death led to a positive outcome for Elaine and her team.
It really opened my eyes, and it changed our focus. It changed our focus to where I wanted to work with that next generation. It changed my focus to where we partnered with great affiliates like Florida Institute of Technology, where we get amazing students that come in here and work with us every single day.
We have about 15 students that work here every week, and they are not just observing, they are absolutely hands-on. The truth is, every nut and bolt that they tighten, it's going to do its first job at about 270 miles an hour. So they truly have somebody's life in their hands, but they're well supervised.
My crew chief, Paige Sanchez, 22 years old. She is a mechanical engineer going to Florida Tech to get her master's in mechanical engineering. She's a rock star, baby. She goes up next to the best boys and she growls at them and says, ha, try to take my girl, we'll win. And we did. 2015 IHRA Jet Dragster World Champion.
Not surprisingly, Chris has mixed emotions watching his wife put her life on the line.
When it comes to Elaine herself getting behind the wheel of the car, it used to be really, it still is really personal. How can I say this? I try and treat Elaine exactly the same as the other drivers, and I can tell you that's the way she wants it. But I will tell you that every single time I'll go up to that driver's compartment, I'll look at their arm restraints, I'll look at the seatbelt system, how they're latched in, are they tight? Does everything just look the way I want it to look personally? Everything we do as perfect as we know how to do it. There's no room for error. It's that strive for perfection that we're chasing every single day.
The most exciting part of the night may take place before the race even starts.
People have seen me shoot 30 feet of fire. They hear the whir of the jet engine. It's so loud. It scares people. It excites people. Little kids laugh, they cry. I just love the emotion that it gets out of the jets.
The women and men of Larson Motorsports may all be adrenaline junkies, but they also understand they have a role that goes beyond personal satisfaction.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, jet!
The International Hot Rod Association, they came up with this slogan, the fastest girls in town. It's kind of a neat little niche that we've created for ourselves.
Being called the fastest girls in town it's a really good feeling. It makes us feel like that we're something important, a role model for little girls, little boys.
Good luck tonight. All right, see ya.
Going fast has always been something I wanted to do, so being the fastest girl in town is definitely exciting.
Going 300 is such an amazing experience.
All rock and roll, baby. Woo! Look at this. So much fun. That is drag racing to its best. Woo woo! And it's girl power. Mwah!
It just proves that you can do anything you want, guy or girl. If you set your mind to it, you put your focus on it. And that's really what I really want, you know? I mean, this is about an opportunity for people that are passionate, that want to do this, and we're going to help them do that.
Amanda Perkowski is not a typical 13-year-old.
Well, I watched the London Olympics, and that summer I decided that I wanted to either pole vault or fence. I don't know, I thought they looked interesting. So my dad found that there was a new facility opened, and we came to Staccato here.
I thought it'd be great for her to kind of participate in that type of competitive sport where she had more of an individual competition, because she was very used to team competitions with dancing, and this was a little bit different, a little bit more hand-to-hand combat.
He brought Amanda to the Staccato Fencing Academy in Longwood to learn the sport from Nestor Grajales. He competed with the Puerto Rican national team and has been fencing for over 30 years.
That's great. Our biggest group is what we call our teenage group. Basically, is our 13 through 18-year-old. That's our core group that we have. We have about 20 to 25 of those students. They're not your typical football player. They're not your basketball player. They're just students that are looking for something different to do.
Amanda is one of his star students. She has already won international competitions.
Quickly, guys. Amanda came to us about 4 years ago. A former dancer, very active, had done track, and she just lived fencing. She wanted to do it every day.
I thought it was really cool. It looked like it had a bunch of technique in it, and also I kind of like that you got to stab people for a sport.
Cover forward. Lunge. Redouble lunge. We teach the basic foil style of fencing, which is the basic training weapon. We start off with basic footwork, advancing, retreating, lunging, and then we show them the basic attack with a bead, attack with an extend, and a basic parry. Parry is what we call a defensive mode. Once we get them through that phase of the basic elements, we advance them into the competitive group. And at that time, we start teaching them strategies and evolving their fencing style.
There's just a bunch of different techniques you need to learn, and sometimes you have to change your reflexes to like a certain action, and sometimes that can be difficult to change your habits. But I honestly think the blade is the hardest part of the actions.
When Amanda's friends found out she had taken up fencing, they didn't always understand at first.
My best friend, she actually thought I was like holding like a fence, and then she realized what it was, and they think it's pretty cool, especially the guys.
7, 2, on guard, ready, fence.
I like that it's physical and mental because you have to think so much about the game and you have to prepare so many actions but be willing to think about what they're doing next. You have to have the athleticism, but it's also a lot, you have to be intelligent too.
In 2015 alone, Amanda won her age class at the Pan American Youth Games in Lima, Peru, and finished second at the U.S. Summer Nationals in Kansas City.
As a dad watching my daughter sword fight, I just love seeing the competition. I see her skills getting, better and better.
Ready, fence! The desire, the self-motivation, the desire to mastery of the skills, the energy, the sportsmanship. I mean, it's just the perfect athletic package that any coach would want.
Motivation is key for any successful athlete. Amanda has a very personal reason for wanting to make the most of her abilities.
It's actually my sister because she has disabilities, she's autistic, and she has such a hard time doing things that are easy for most people. I was born and I have talent, so I wanted to make use of it.
Well, I really, truly hope that she does make an Olympic team, and I hope I'm there to see it, to know that I had a little seed somewhere in there to help her get to realize her dream.
It's a great sport, and I know it's unusual, but it's really cool, and I think more people should get into it because it's fun, exciting, and it has a lot you have to do and practice, and you always want to keep getting better at it. I would like to fence in college, and then maybe the Olympics. That'd be awesome.
Coming up on One Central Florida, front lawns converted to farmlets are changing the way food is grown and distributed in Orlando. Also, UCF students rent a pup for some play and relaxation.
I love Mount Dora because it's a quaint, small town that's very dog-friendly. You get to know everybody here on a first-name basis. Yet we're also very close to major attractions while still having a quaint town atmosphere.
I think we have a great sense of community. It's just a beautiful place for people to come here. We are at someplace special.
And the chamber and the business people work so closely together to bring in all the special things they do for the community.
I live here because of the beautiful weather that we have, the beautiful little town that we have. The town captivated us. You can just walk the streets and enjoy the shops, just all kinds of fun things to do.
It's a very active community. We have kayaking, we have paddleboard.
They offer so many things for everybody who comes here.
Mount Dora is a great place to visit, and it's also a great place to live.
Working the soil, planting, harvesting crops. It's not a scene from rural Central Florida. It's front yards in the city of Orlando and a new program called Fleet Farming.
The basic concept is to convert people's lawns into food-producing gardens. We call them farmlets, and we teach people to garden and farm as they help us harvest all of our crops. We then sell all of that produce locally at a local community farmers market and to local chefs.
How many trees do we need to plant?
Fleet Farming in Orlando was developed by Ideas for Us, an organization dedicated to providing solutions for the world's most pressing environmental and social challenges.
Ideas for Us hosts a monthly event called The Hive, which is hosted at East End Market on the first Wednesday of every month in the evening. And the event is meant to get the community thinking about solutions to environmental issues. And it just so happened that the first hive held at East End Market was about urban farming and how do we reduce CO2 emissions related to farming, because it can be a very polluting process.
Homeowners, churches, and community centers in the Audubon Park area of Orlando are participating in the program, which Ideas for Us says makes lawns more useful.
They can be really wasteful in terms of all the irrigation and resources that we put on them. So instead of creating this cycle of just mowing and cutting and applying to a lawn, we have had a lot of people take interest in implementing farmlets on their property. We come in, we till, we maintain, we plant everything. The homeowner can then just simply come out and enjoy some of the harvest.
Andrea Baker has been part of the program for 2 years.
I've always wanted to have a backyard garden, but I've never had the time or energy that it would take to maintain it. I usually have a smoothie almost every day, and I put fresh greens in the smoothies. So at least once a day I'm in there. I've run into a snake once, and yeah, that was interesting. But I don't have to do the weeding or any of the hard stuff. I get to just enjoy it, which is really nice.
On our farmlets, we grow salad greens and salad mixes. So we'll grow arugula, kales, hardier greens like collards, and more tender greens like Bibb lettuce. We'll also grow some root crops like turnips and carrots and sometimes beets. Our seasons are really interesting in Florida because while most of the country is dormant in the wintertime, that's our growing season. So that's when we're growing pretty much everything. Once the sun gets a little bit intense, like it's getting now, that's when we'll start doing those more hardier leaf varieties, like the thicker kales. We're 100% organic. When we do have a pest issue, we'll use more plants. So we do a lot of companion planting. Most aromatic herbs are really great at repelling other pests from the crops. We'll also use neem oil, which is just from another tree. That's really great. Do it in like a triangle pattern. So 1, 2, 3. It's really a volunteer-based program, and we wouldn't be anything without our volunteers. Throughout the week, I'll come with maybe 1 or 2 or 3 other people, and we'll maintain and do the weeding and the seeding. But every other Sunday, we have what are called swarm rides, and they're really, really fun. We get the community involved, we all meet up on our bicycles, and then we go from plot to plot and do a lot of those things together, as well as harvesting.
After we have finished harvesting all the produce, we load it all up in big bins, put it on our bike trailer, and bike back to our hub, one of our hubs, which is at East End Market, and we process all of the produce there in their incubator kitchen. We pretty much dump all of the greens into big 2 sterilized sinks of ice water to kind of chill all the greens off and perk them back up. We have this massive salad spinner that we spin all the greens in to dry them off. And we bag them and label them. And load everything back up onto the trailer and bring it to the market on Monday night. As tiring as it is throughout the day of just farming and then harvesting and processing and being on your feet all day, the most re-energizing part is to be here at the market and to meet the consumers and the people that are buying our products. So if you see little black things inside, that is actually the seeds, which you can shake out and plant at home, and they grow so easy. But yeah, like see that little black thing in there?
I like to support local organic food rather than go to the grocery store. The taste, it's night and day difference compared to the grocery store. Can't beat it.
The Orlando program is the only one of its kind in the U.S. Currently, it's being piloted for scalability in other test sites before being launched globally.
I say there's 3 benefits, main benefits of fleet farming. It's health, building community, and helping the environment all at the same time. I definitely think this could be implemented throughout other cities, really hopefully around the world.
Happy dogs and happy UCF students. Courtesy of Pet Rescue by Judy, a local Sanford animal shelter run by Judy Cerullo, who has dedicated her life to taking care of neglected animals.
I was talking with a student, and they said that the students needed some relief from classes and exams.
She came up with the idea for Rent-A-Pup as a way to get her dogs out of the shelter for some exercise and also help students.
And we've been doing it now for the last 5 years, and it's wonderful for us and wonderful for the students.
After exams today, now I feel so much better.
Good. That's why we like to be here.
Once a month, students line up at a table on campus, present their ID, and check out a dog for 15 minutes of play.
When we get here, the students are wonderful, and we just interact with the students and let them see who they would like to take out for a walk.
Hey, come here. No, you gotta get down. Yeah, good.
Bringing the animals to UCF gives them extra socialization, a lot of exercise, and the students always help us to train them while we're here, teaching them how to walk and sit and behave.
Keep this on your hand because you keep this short. Good sit, Mommy. Good sit.
The feedback that I get from the students about having the adopt a pet is that they get relief from their classes. A lot of them are going through exams. They have a lot of stress at home and classwork. So this just gives them an opportunity to hug and talk to a dog and tell them all their problems, and they won't give away their secrets. And a lot of them miss their animals from home.
Yeah, I just walked out of class and I saw the stand up here today. And I know they've done this before, but I don't know like the specific days. So it's always like a surprise, usually. It's hard to own a dog and call it special when you're on your own. So you're like, oh, a dog, it's like, you know, it's fun to play with a dog. They can like release all that extra, like maybe all that extra energy you have. Nope. It's really nice to see like just dogs around, I think. It just feels good to pet a dog and it makes you feel better.
People need to learn the more that the dogs are active, the more they intermingle with other people, with life's goings-ons, other animals. It really helps them then not to be afraid.
Oh, you're so cute.
The personalities of the dogs we brought today is I brought dogs that are a little on the hyper side and need a lot of exercise, so this is a perfect location because the students are young and they can run. So we brought a lot of active dogs, but then I brought some quieter and some easygoing ones because some of the girls or guys don't like to have a super hyper animal. There's ones they just want to be loved and cuddled because sometimes at the center, as much as we want to do that, we don't have enough time. So the animals that just want loves and hugs, this is again is a great place.
I think they should do it all the time. It's so cool. It's neat to get to see dogs because we don't normally get to play with them.
Playing and loving. Rent-A-Pup is a valuable event that helps dogs and humans connect.
The animals appreciate people loving them and showing them respect, and then they want to give back respect and they want to give back love. So that's really important, is to see how the students are working with these animals and bringing out their tender moments for the person and for the animal.